Hi, sixth graders. This is Mrs. Munoz, and you just got a chance to look around Hawaii Volcano National Park. And now that we've taken a chance to look at the 360 views at several spots there, we're also going to go ahead and go a little bit deeper into some of the national parks to be able to look at some of the landforms and to see many of the things that we discussed when we were studying earth science. So I know that you used Google Earth this winter, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you how we can do this. So this map shows you all of the different places that Google Earth features for us to go on a virtual field trip. So they're all over the United States. They don't show all of them because we know that there is definitely one, Isle Royal in Michigan. That one's not available. And even the one that we were just looking around at, Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, isn't on here. But the ones that are featured are pretty amazing. So we've got a lot of choices over here. I'm going to grab one that I have been dying to go to for a long time, and that's Bryce Canyon National Park. And so you're going to notice that Google Earth is going to zoom us in. We're going to Utah. And it shows up pretty pixelated at first, and then all of a sudden you realize, wow, this is pretty spectacular. And the cool thing is I can take this and kind of move around. You can see that there is a fence line here. So someone actually took this looking down. If you're afraid of heights, it might be a little bit strange. You can see the people that are kind of standing there checking out their map. So this is almost as if we were kind of standing where they're at, looking out and doing a 360 view over the canyon. So you can kind of play around with that a bit and check that out. There's some snow there. You can see that the person that was checking out the map, I think, was dressed for winter. So a lot of times we think that maybe there isn't any snow, but this one is. And we've got these great rock formations that you don't really see very many other places in Bryce Canyon. And we talked about those when we were at, excuse me, when we were studying weathering, what would cause that to break. Okay, erosion, what is going to cause, what force is going to move that to a new place, and deposition, where is it going to end up? And we can kind of look around. So these canyons are pretty amazing. They've got that reddish color to them, so that tells you a little bit about whether there's chemical or physical weathering that's going on, and maybe some things there. We can go ahead in the bottom and start taking our tour. So they've got 8 different places for us to explore on this. And the first one, you've seen pictures of, I think this was even on our unit test. This is an 85-foot arch carved out of sedimentary red rock. And that red lets us know that there's some iron in it. And we can sort of move this around. And again, you can see where you would be standing if we were actually in the park, kind of looking out, and you can see a lot of that rock that has been weathered away and eroded and kind of moving down that hill. You'll notice that nobody is down there right now because they would have to climb over the guardrail, and I think it would be kind of a dangerous place for you to be out there hiking, but there are going to be a few more spots where we can check out where to go. Pretty popular spot. These people don't even realize we've joined in on their vacation. And so you're going to continue going through the different places that are on this tour. So in the bottom right where I'm clicking, I'm going to the next place that is on our tour. So this is Agua Canyon. We can see those hoodoos again and start to look at some of those formations in a different way. Obviously, this is a great spot to stop and take some pictures, and you can kind of play around with that. There are a few other views that we could do. I can go to a 2D view. Click on it for a second. Oh, there's one more thing I want to show you. If I click out here and I click the little person, and then I click it again, it's going to show me some spots that I could stand. Now, we were just on one of those, but if I click this other one, I can get a slightly different view. So I can kind of move around and see it from a slightly different vantage point than we were just looking at. If I go back to the one we were just looking at, we were at that nature bridge. And instead of wanting to go ahead and look at this, which is the street view, if I go ahead and I click this, I can look at all these little dots and I can stand in any of those positions and look around. So I was here. Maybe I want to go to this one. You kind of stand there and check out. And you get a slightly different view of that formation. Somebody taking a selfie with their selfie stick. And so you're going to explore looking at our park. Now, I can also do this. When you get finished, if you've gone through all of the different sites along this and you want to hit all of them because there are going to be some questions for you at the end that ask you about them, I can zoom way out and look at the park. And if I go over here, I can kind of look at Bryce Canyon in a different way. You can see that there are a few different spots along our tour. So we're going to stop 1, 2, and there's 8 different places that those pins are going to be in along the canyon. But if I decided I wanted to jump ahead over here to Rainbow Point, it's going to be spot number 5. I can click those little dots. All of the spots here will show you a spot where I can stand, zoom in on, and even take some tours. So this one's kind of neat. I can go in whatever direction I'd like. So if I'd like to go in this direction, I'm going to click this arrow, and it's as if I'm walking along this path, and I can kind of check that out. So maybe I want to keep going back this direction. I can do that. I can also go, wait a minute, I want to go there. So let me click the forward arrow and start taking that path to see what I could see. It's almost as if I'm actually there. So you're going to get some time today to explore and look around at Hawaii Volcano National Park. It isn't one of the ones that was featured for you. So I showed you a few at the beginning, and I actually created our own little field trip on here. At the bottom, it's going to say, let's explore, and you can see the points that are pinned on there. You're also going to get to do one of your choice. I hope you really have fun and decide on one that you're going to be interested in checking out.